that I used to club with, how they've lost their lives and look 20 and 30 years older. And I stopped and turned around and looked at what the Lord has done for me. I feel like Paul sometimes. Though the outward man perish, on the inside I'm getting stronger and stronger. And every time the devil come at me, I might get a little weak. I might get a little worn. Sometimes a little heavy. Sometimes a little frustrated. But in the midst of all of that, I make up in my mind, having done all I can to stand, I'm going to stand right here and see the salvation of the Lord. Clap those hands and shout yes. Lift those hands to the Lord. My mother is 85 years old. I went on a cruise in June, and I had a wonderful time. And when I got back off the cruise, the first thing I got when I got to the airport, I called home. They said, call Chicago. It's an emergency. Your mother got bit twice by a snake. I hate the devil. I went over to the phone, called my mother. My sister said she can't come to the phone. I said, what happened? She said, you're not going to believe it. She said, it sounds like a fairy tale. I said, put my mother on this phone. My mother was crying. She said, baby, I was laying in the bed. And she said, normally I just get in the bed and lay my head back. She said, but I was laying in the bed and I put my head on my arm. And she said, I was talking about how the devil is trying to kill the saints. She said, I was talking about how the enemy has been warring against the church. And she said, the devil, he want to destroy us. She said, I was talking to your daddy. And she said, a snake bit me. She said, I told your daddy, said, something just bit me. He said, baby, ain't nothing in this bed. Ain't nothing in here. And she said, Ollie, she said, something is in this bed, the devil. And she said, as soon as she said devil, he bit her again. And she said, they jumped up out the bed. My father said, get up, let's see what's in the bed. And it was a python. And he was 3 feet long and the size of a 16-ounce pop bottle. And she said, they jumped up out the bed. My father said, oh my God, it's a snake in here. And said they called the police, and it took 12 police to catch this snake because he was running in and out all around the furniture and everything. And they caught this snake, and they said they couldn't understand how this particular type of python ended up in Chicago, because it was one of the kind of pythons that live in Australia. Said the snake was very expensive and very rare. And he said normally they don't bite. Said but the snake was very hungry. So wherever it had traveled from, it had not eaten. Come on, somebody. And so they took the snake to the hospital, and the doctors were saying that the snake, even though it was 3 feet long, he was only 3 months old. They said if he had wrapped around your neck, he would have killed you. They said that if he had been grown, he would have crushed you to death, every bone in your body. And I began to talk to my mother, and she was crying, and she was boo-hooing, and she was crying, and she was sobbing. And I stopped, and I said, Mom, let me say this to you. I said, you've been warring at this thing for years. When I got here, you was a missionary. I said, yeah, you got bit twice. But you know why you should thank God? And she was just crying. She said, baby, she said, it was in my house, in my bed. She said, it was witchcraft. It was the devil. I said, it was all of that. I said, but you know why you should thank God? She said, why? I said, it wasn't a rattlesnake. Touch your name and say, honey, it could be worse. I could be going through something worse than this. Yes, I'm going through, but it could be a whole lot worse. I could be dealing with something that is a lot worse than this. I could be in a situation that is a lot heavier than this. Oh, but thanks be unto God. The devil messed around and let me get to this conference. And since I'm here, I'm going to thank God for what I'm going through. Because the more I thank him for what I'm going through, the more he's going to bring me. Everybody stand to your feet. I feel a virtue in here. It could be worse. Because the doctor told her if it had been a rattlesnake that bit you twice, you would have been dead in 10 minutes. But how many know God knew what kind of snake to come? Lift those hands to God. Be of good cheer, my sisters. There's a word from the Lord. I was toying this morning because I didn't know. God gave me 2 messages, so I guess I have to do the other one tonight. I didn't know which one to do. But while I was sitting there, the Lord began to tell me that he's getting ready to heal the house. When God sends a word to heal the house, everything about you is healed. Are you hearing me? Your home is being healed. Your husband is being healed. Your son is being healed. Your daughter is being healed. Your money is being healed. Your mind is being healed. Everything about you. Hey, I feel it in the room right now. I dare you to open your mouth in the in the matchless name of Jesus. I dare you right now. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you to open up your mouth. I was fasting. I started fasting last Friday because I knew I was coming here. And the Lord had me, told my whole group, put them on fast. Absolutes, nothing but water and juice. Today is the 6th day. The Lord told me that he wanted us not to fast for ourselves, not to ask for cars and homes, not to fast for money, not to fast for husbands. The Lord told us to fast for souls. Because he was sending a healing in this house. Lift those hands right now. Some of you came to this conference. You came here sick. came here emotionally wiped out.
Yes. Yes, Lord. Yes.
You came here messed up. You came here on a wing and a prayer. But you're going to leave here leaping, running, shouting. Everybody right now under the sound of my voice, hear ye the word of the Lord. You say, Sister B, I need a miracle this morning. I can't wait till this evening. I want you to meet me. Come. Come out of your seats. Meet me at this altar. I need a miracle right now. This word was for me. I felt like dying. In fact, I've been so heavy, I felt like committing suicide. I'm just so tired. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm tired of going to the doctors. I'm tired of dealing with the situation. I'm tired of praying. I'm tired. I'm tired. Just tired. Tired of trying to figure out how I'm going to make it through. Tired of wondering when God is going to speak a word. Be of good cheer, my sisters. If I were to tell you all that I've gone through to be anointed to pray for you today, you'd be trying to figure out, how am I standing? Please stand for me. What do you do when you've done all you can? When you've done all you can, seem like it's never enough. What do you say when friends turn away? You're alone. You're alone. Tell me, what do you do when you've given your all and it seems like you can't make it through? Well, you just stand when there's nothing left to do. You just stand. Watch the Lord see you through. After you've done all you can, you just stand. The guilt of your past. Tell me, how do you deal with the shame? Oh, how can you smile while your heart has been broken and filled with pain, filled with pain? Tell me, when you've given your all and it seems like you can't make it through, well, you just, there's a healing getting ready to hit you. Stand, stand. Don't you dare give up. Through the storm, through the rain, through the hurt, stand through the pain. Hold on. Be strong. God said in His word, He'll never leave you alone. Need some help up here. After you've done all you can. It's deadly, but you're not dying. Watch him. Watch him. Pray and cry. Pray and cry. Hold on. Be strong. Hey. Can I tell you something? When you walk out of this place today, you're walking out a whole nother person. The glory of the Lord is all over you now. When I touch you, the power of God's going to touch you. I hear the Lord saying he's snatching you. There it is. Oh my. There it is, sweet baby. There it is. Jesus. 7 days, God said.